Imagine this. You wake up one morning, you go to your kitchen for breakfast, and you see a superhero standing there. No, not those fake superheroes that are in Marvel, DC movies, but a real superhero. The best superhero that there is. The most important one. Your step-parent. A step-parent, according to U.S. legal, is a person who has married one's parent after the death or divorce of the other parent. A step-parent can also be someone that married your parent, even if your parents were never married to each other. Let's sit and take a couple of minutes to talk about why step-parents are actually heroes. But before we do that, we need to talk about how many step-families there are. According to stepfamily.org, there are 1,300 new step-families that form every day. There are 328,239,523 people in America. And there are that many step-families that form every day. That's a lot. This number will honestly probably increase more in 10 years, and even more than that in 10 more years. Step-parents are heroes in disguise because they take in kids that are not even theirs and they take care of them. They make money and they support kids that aren't even theirs. They get a choice. They can back out if they want, but they don't. They choose to blend their families. According to Community Today, step-parents make really good listeners and allies. This is because they're trying to balance a relationship as a friend and as a parent. Being a step-parent is not all fun and games, though. There are many highs and there are many lows that come with being a step-parent. And there are so many things that people just do not know or don't think about. Being a step-parent can mess with your self-esteem. If the stepchild just does not like you or feels like you're trying to take the place of their other parent, they can say hurtful things and change how you see yourself. They can tear you down. But being a step-parent will change your life. It may be for the good, it may be for the bad, but it will change your life. Knowing that your stepchildren love you is the best feeling. But they could also have a lot of hatred towards you. And it's honestly a rocky road with stepchildren. It takes time to be a good step-parent. At first, it's hard. It's stressful and you'll want to give up. But after time goes on, you'll build a bond with your child that you want to last forever. You love the child like they are your own. You have to start off slow and gradually increase your relationship with your stepchild. They will probably not respect you at first, but you have to work towards the discipline stage and the parental stage of being a parent. I have a lot of experience with how truly heroic step-parents are. When I was 8 months old, my mom met my stepdad. Before this, she was a single mom trying to raise 4 children on her own. And I grew up knowing him as my dad, so that's what he always will be. He's done everything for me that a dad is supposed to do. He taught me to ride a bike. He taught me to bait a hook. He taught me how to shoot a gun. He has been there for me through all my breakups, through all my heartaches, through some really tough times. He's taught me right from wrong. He shaped me into the young woman that I am. He didn't have to marry my mom, given he had 3 kids of his own and she had 4, but he did. He took all of us in and raised us like we were his, me especially since I was so young. He loves all of us as if we were blood, and he taught me that blood is not always thicker than water. We've not always gotten along. We've had hard times and tons of fights. We've yelled and we've screamed at each other. But in the end, he is my shoulder to cry on, and he is my best friend. He is my hero, and I've never looked up to someone more than I do him. He broke almost every bone in his body, and yet he still works every day to make money for our family, no matter how much it hurts him, and it hurts him a lot. He's always pushing me to be my best, and he supports me in most of my decisions. He makes sure that I never forget how much he loves me, and I definitely couldn't ask for a better dad. There are times when I sit and wonder, what my life would be like if my mom wouldn't have married him, or would have married someone else. And I know for a fact that there is no other person that will love me and support me as much as he does. And this is a picture of us whenever I was little. You can tell we were really close. This was a picture of us my sophomore year of high school. Still pretty close. The thing about step parents is they're not always appreciated. They're taken for granted. They're pushed around. They're walked all over. They're treated like secondhand clothes sometimes. But if we really sit and we take time and we think about it, they do not have to love us. They do not have to treat us like their children. They choose to marry your parent. They get the choice to take you in and treat you like their family. They make so many sacrifices for you and for your their family, and some don't even get a simple thank you. No one really realizes how important step parents are. They just kind of see them as an extra family member. They do not realize how underappreciated and little they feel sometimes. They make valuable choices and sacrifices, but no one really notices because they're just not an actual parent. A lot of people do not realize how different their lives would be if they did not have a step parent. The parent that they live with now could have raised them alone, and they could have struggled terribly. I mean, yeah, they could have struggled with a step parent too. I'm not saying that they don't, but could you imagine a single parent trying to raise a child with barely any income, having to live with their grandparents because their parents could not take care of them alone? They didn't make enough money to take care of them alone. I mean, that's got to be hard. In conclusion, if it was not for my stepdad, my life would not be as great as it is now. I am beyond thankful for him and the things that he's done for me. If you have a step parent, go and give them a hug and tell them thank you. Because when we sit and we really face reality, we realize that step parents are real superheroes because they step up and take care of us when they do not have to. And I believe that that is the most courageous thing that anyone could do for someone else. Thank you.